It's quiet. It's been a little quiet around the world of Gerdon recently. And trainers, I have a confession to make. A few days ago, I was actually planning on I won't say stepping away, but taking a small break from Kardmi, just because I feel like the hype of season two, a lot of people are kind of falling off, not really playing until season two launches. And I was thinking about doing the same. And all that changed when a message hit my inbox this morning. What was it? Let's go and dive into it. So I woke up this morning kind of excited. The message that hit my inbox late last night and I received this morning was from the dev team as well as the message inside game confirming that season two is coming and it will be coming as soon as Monday morning. And that's Eastern time. I don't know about other time zones. It could be as early as tomorrow from some of you guys in different time zones. That being said, I'm super excited. Just like I said, I think and I don't want to make this about numbers, but a lot of my like analytics and stuff on YouTube have kind of went downhill the closer we've gotten to season two, and I think it's because of just the constant hype train, and then that hype train kind of died out because people are like, okay, been playing Call of Duty for like a month and a half, 2 months, and this new season's coming out. I really don't feel like there's a reason to progress because things are just going to be wiped anyway in season two. And I feel like that's where we were because I noticed my viewership dropped off quite significantly the closer we've gotten to season two. But it's all good. I'm super excited for season two, just like everybody else. What I want to do now is I want to kind of here in the later half of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a brief overview of things we know about season two. I've got plenty of videos in my content library, and I'll put a link down in the description talking about everything coming in season two. Like I said, I'll put that in the description for you guys. But first, I really like to kind of like take a look back at season one and just kind of like reminisce with you guys because, truthfully, when I first started covering Kardmi, it's just kind of like an experiment, something that I was kind of doing for fun, something it's a game I was enjoying, and I wanted to talk to other people about it and kind of spread my knowledge of the game. And the result is I've ended up becoming officially partnered with Kardmi, and that's been really nice. I've gained nearly 200 subs in just the last couple of months, and that's not something that would be possible if it weren't for you guys. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I want to talk a little bit about what I think are some interesting stats and things that the Kardmi devs themselves have posted from season one. Just a couple of highlights I think you guys might find interesting. So we go back to look at the most chosen starter from season one, and we have coming in at number 3, it was Volboya, and that was at 15%. At 24%, we have Dandelion. Honestly, I think probably should have been a bit higher. I liked him a lot. And then at number 1, at a whopping 59%, we have Volpyro. I can see it. I can understand why Volpyro is probably the coolest one. While people voted him the most picked one, I think he's probably one of the ones that really kind of got me into the game. Like I saw a screenshot on the Play Store of the 3 starters originally before I started playing. And the other 2, I was like, they look okay. But I saw Volpyro and I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to give this game a shot. So those are your top 3. Those are who placed where in the top 3 for your starters. So moving on from there, it says the most caught shiny in Kardmi Season 1. That should be no surprise to anyone. It's Bracorax, the bear available in the first area. On the contrary, though, the least caught shiny, a little surprising to me, is Sightbeak. I thought Sightbeak was one of the cooler, flying Kardmi in the game. So that's a little crazy. But, to each their own. In terms of people filling out their Kardmi decks, there were 132 trainers across the board who've caught all Kardmi. I'm pretty close, but originally when I first started playing, just because it's my style, I don't normally gun for catching all of them. Becoming a content creator kind of changed that a little bit, but I'm a little less picky than what I was. Here we have a really interesting stat. When it comes to PvP, the top 3 Kardmi with the highest win rate. We have number 3 was Verdaloom, number 2 was Crucillax, and number 1, I don't think this is surprising to anyone because I think her passive is absolutely insane, is Poisant. Moving on from there, we have the highest ranking trainer in the game reached Legend, 511 stars, and that is from Server 5. That is a tremendous feat, and congratulations, you guys, if you were listening. Crisis Invasion Trainers united to fight against Kokak, and defeated him 277 times, so that's a pretty good amount. Crisis Invasion normally starts kind of late at night here, so I didn't really get to take part in it too many times, but it seemed like a decently fun mode. When it comes to like some resources spent, we had about 108 million in money spent, 188 million. No, I'm sorry, 108 billion in money spent, 188 million star gems spent, 42 million Battle Cafe tickets spent. So definitely a lot of Battle Cafe tickets. But let's look at the most hatched eggs. Definitely caught me by surprise. I might actually have to catch one of these in Season 2 because I'm not honestly sure how good they are. Interestingly enough, there was 45,000 eggs hatched across Kardmi this last season, and Dazed Duck was the one that was hatched most frequently. That is super interesting. Moving on to, I think, probably some of the more interesting of these stats, and then we're going to talk about, like I said, a brief overview of Season 2. So, in Season 1, there was a player on Server 1, he had the most shiny Kardmi of anyone. He had 435 in total. That is crazy. Imagine the amount of grinding you have to get that many shinies. Wild stuff. Also, I imagine probably the same guy had the most amount of catch cards used at 3,744. Fishing was completed 2,175 times. I think fishing is such a good farming method for alphas and shinies, but I feel like it's so forgotten about just because of all the other activities that are in the game. And the last thing I want to talk about stat-wise in Season 1 were the top 3 popular skills. And those were Soul Collision, Terra Force, and Woodhammer. And that makes a lot of sense. Terra Force, I think, probably is the least effective on that list. However, like Soul Collision and especially Woodhammer, crazy good skills. And I mean, obviously Terra Force has to be 2 to be on this list, but yeah. So those are just some highlights from Season 1. I hope you guys enjoyed Season 1. I know I did. It really got me started on Kardmi. So now, what can we expect from Season 2? So guys, if you're like me and you're in the Eastern time zone, when you wake up Monday morning, you're gonna boot up Kardmi. You're gonna have that little loading screen where it downloads the update and whatnot. You're gonna finally see it say a version other than 0.32.816. I got so tired of seeing that number. We're finally going to get the next version of Kardmi. You're going to start completely over in your server in a way. You're gonna start from the beginning. You're gonna pick a new starter, and you're gonna progress the game again. You're gonna keep all this. They keep the Kardmi that you have. They're all gonna reset to level 1. Their stats and efforts that you changed throughout Season 1 will they'll stay what they were. All that work you put into their stats, don't worry about that. They're gonna stay just as you made them. There's going to be a new town that we're going to get to go to, Munchak Town. There's going to be a new system called Ultimate Skills. Well, they're not called Ultimate Skills, but that's essentially what they are. They're called Dreamscape Skills. There's going to be 10 of those, 1 for each element. There's going to be over 20 new Kardmi. Each one with their own evolutions. There's going to be over 20 to 30 new skills. It's going to be a great update I'm really excited to see what the game brings in season 2, how it kind of evolves in the future, and the reincarnation cycle starts again. I'm really excited to see the narrative and how the story changes. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are as excited for season 2 as I am. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.